Alright, we should be live. Let's see. Well, it's not letting me bring my thing up there. Alright, it lets me bring that one up. Still not letting me bring the live chat up. Maybe it's just because there's no chat yet. Let me check and see if it sent out the notification. If you're in the chat, let me know, so I know that I didn't screw it up. I always set up the stream wrong, so it takes me some trial and error. Why the heck won't it let me... Well, we got Alpha 11, Lexi 1397, Sci-Fi Source, Patrick Vizali are all here. Why the heck isn't it letting me bring up my my chat? Dave Zill said, I got a notification. Golden Stat says, I got the notification. Definitely Not Estonian Gamer says, hey, how you going? I'm the Mr. Bliatman from Discord. Okay, see, I wasn't sure who that was. I got you now. We're familiar with it. Well, seems like I've got it mostly figured out. I'll just have to... Maybe I have to be in a game. So, obviously, we're playing Isonzo again today. The hardcore historical Italian front World War I shooter. It's a lot of words. There's probably less words for it. Let's get into a match. It's good to see that we got some people in here. Actually, a pretty solid stream for the beginning of a stream. I figured I'd move the stream back a little bit because it seemed like more people got on afternoon. So, hey, look at that. We got in right at the beginning of a round, too. Right, if I remember, I have to try to get some mace kills. Yeah, so I have to kill 5 enemies with a dagger or a mace and kill 40 enemies that are less than 30 meters away. So, this is my mace. Let's see if I can get the... Aha! Now we've got it. I have one question. Why don't you play Hunt Showdown? I just never have. I remember looking at it and thinking it looked interesting once, and then that's as far as I went. I can't remember if maybe I watched a review and just it didn't seem like it was good or something. But yeah, I just have never tried it. World War I Italy FPS. Well, Estonian Gamer, that might be shorter. But is it as much of a mouthful? I just don't know. Let's see if I get killed right away. Has everyone... Okay, good. Well, I haven't died yet. That's weird. Oh, there's a person ready to kill me. Don't kill me! Ah ha ha! Oh, close! It's the best shooter of all time. Alpha 11, are you saying Hunt Showdown is the best shooter of all time? I don't know if that's true. I've never played it, so I couldn't possibly say. Is that game basically a new... Yes, this is made by the same people as the people who made Verdun and Tannenberg, and it's the same thing. It's just... Dang! But yeah, it's made by the same people. This is just the Italian front. I saw a recommendation online in one of the forums for the game, and it was that they should consolidate all 3 into just one game and have all of the maps from all of them rotate through. That way they could consolidate the player base into one area, and I thought that was a great suggestion. It makes perfect sense because you run when you're playing any of them, you run into servers where there's no one to play with, you know, and it'll be a server mostly made of bots. Haha! I got a kill! Woo! Oh man, it's gonna be tough. What is it? Okay, it's just 5 kills with this thing. Karina. Yes, it is Karina. I promise. I say CSGO with hard bass in the background is the best FPS. CSGO is hilarious. That's another game I've literally never played, but it is always one of the most popular games on Steam. Like, at all times, it has some of the most concurrent players just forever. And the game is not new, you know? Oh, crap. He's on my team. I know that I saw that, I think it was called Metal Hellsinger. Is that one that came out recently? It was like a rhythm-based shooter. Looked a lot like, Doom, kinda? There's a person. Let's see if we can't get some people to come through this window so I can kill them with this club. I don't know if it'll work, but I come through that window when I'm defending on this map, so... Yeah, Alpha 11, I thought Hunt looked good. Hunt the Showdown, I thought it looked pretty solid. But like I said, I just ended up not giving it a try. I think it was just because it's kind of a multiplayer game and I didn't have any... Oh! Oh boy, we got all 5 of them! Oh, that was awesome! You see that kill streak? Oh man, that was sick. Woo! I thought I was gonna get stabbed. It just... Woo, that was awesome. That was sick. I'm gonna be excited about that all game. I don't care how the rest of the game goes, that was sick. Alright. Ah! I missed my shot there. I have that awesome mace streak, and then I miss a almost point-blank shot with my pistol. Hunt is much more satisfying. I believe it. These games are not really about the kind of gory satisfaction that you get from a lot of more niche first-person shooters. This one is... Well, I mean, Verdun and Tannenberg and Isonzo are all in the same realm. Sir Henry the Hammer is proud of that, right? That was excellent. Henry would be proud of that. These are just more about the niche historical interest. You know, people who just want to play with very few guns in the historical context that they were used in. Or in that case, a trench club. Oh man, I'm so glad I got all those in one life. That was so awesome. That'll put me in a good mood. That's a good sign. What is that? Oh crap, I don't have grenades. I'll have to swap that out next time now that I'm done with my trench gun kills. Because I could have just lobbed grenades at them and taken out like their whole freaking team. When you're on a map like this, it always gets me. You always lose on offense because your whole team will be over here dicking around with A. I only went over there to get those trench club kills. Oh crap, I forgot to change it out again. There's the guy from the thumbnail. Well, on the bright side, their whole team is going to flank my team over there. Normally, I would care about that, but my team is being stupid. They should be over here trying to blow up B. Why does the Italian guy have a Hungarian pistol? Am I Italian? Or am I Hungarian? You tell me. Look at that. Their whole team went to flank. What the heck? I'm a little underground. Hopefully it'll make it hard for them to disarm that explosive. That what you like to see, and a Wisconsin man wearing a lumberjack's blouse playing an FPS to a small audience being happy. Hey, that's the way to go. I've never heard anyone call a flannel shirt a lumberman's blouse before. I like that, a lumberjack's blouse. Oh crap, I was too enthused by that terminology to pay attention to the guy that was going to shoot me. All right, let me remember to there, and I'm going to switch out my club for some grenades, since you guys weren't reminding me to do it. Lumberjack's blouse. That is perfect. There we go. Yeah, so Estonian Gamer, if you're the one from the Discord server, yeah, have you watched the airsoft videos that we've done? They're, like I said, our group is small, but we have a good time. Get out of here. I don't know where I was being shot from. Dave Zilla, you like that? The lumberjack's blouse. That's great. That's the best. I feel like I'm gonna have to open my own clothing line now of rugged flannels, but it's gonna be called the lumberjack's blouse. I love it. Yeah. When we used to have my family, so obviously we live in Wisconsin, right? And so as people know, it is cold in Wisconsin, and oh, that was nice. Just shoot me in the face. That's rude. I was in the middle of a story. It's colder in Wisconsin for a good portion of the year, and a lot of people around here like to wear long sleeve shirts, especially nice warm flannel shirts like the one I'm wearing now. And shortly before my grandfather died, he just recently died, a bunch of us went in to visit him at the nursing home. And basically, you gotta remember, people in my family all kind of look the same. We're big, kind of brawny, some of us on the fat side. But you know, we look large when we're walking in. And all of us were wearing flannels, and the reaction to us walking into, you know, a nursing home was pretty funny. So it would have been much funnier if we'd been like, what? It's just a lumberjack's blouse. Zoinks, Shaggy. They almost got me. Ha ha. I'm not dead yet. Planting the bomb again. Oh, I got it planted. You can suck on that, Mr. Pistol Guy. Now, if my team would pay attention, like I said, they all focus on A. They go over and they hang out by A instead of trying to blow up B. And then right before the end of the game on this last one I played last night, I was like, I just can't wait until B blows itself up. Ha ha ha! I got him. Oh, dang. They got me with a grenade. It'll all look like a bunch of upturned dinner tables walking in. Yeah, that's probably why the reaction was everyone thought the tables were coming back for revenge. I take it you don't wear a lot of flannel shirts in Texas there, Davezilla. Seems weird to me, but I'll allow it. Ooh, that guy died before I shot. Alright. Ah, come on. NinjaMonkeyGaming.ttv. Ninja Monkey. That better not be you, Ninja Slap, using the stream to kill me. Well, I got some grenades up before I died. I had to translate the phrase in my head from Estonian. Lumberjacks Plus is the first thing that came to mind. Hey, no, don't apologize. That's the best thing. I've never heard a better name for a flannel shirt than Lumberjacks Blouse. Hey, we got Bullet315 in here saying, hello, stream. Hello, Bullet315. How you doing? I will assume if everyone else is being polite, as they should be, especially the mods, they will say hello back to you. Dave Zill says, yeah, we got our first cool front yesterday. It's 86. It's chilly here today. I haven't turned the heat on yet in my house, but it's I think like 60 degrees in here right now, and significantly cooler outside. Now, obviously, that's not what we call cold here in Wisconsin, but it's chilly, especially when it's windy, which, you know, is frequently. Don't kill me, that's rude. Oop, gotta put my gas mask on. Alright, I'm just gonna hope that there's people watching my back, because I'm gonna guard this side. Oh, dang! I was about to go defend B and be the hero, but now I'm gonna die and be the zero. Heat, in my block, they turn on the heat when it's December blend. Well, you know, like I said, it depends. It's not really a month thing, it's a temperature thing. By December, we'll be in the negative 10 to 20s on average, so... because the bill would be too large. When I woke up this morning, it was 36 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's a chilly one already. I'm not envious of our European brethren over there having to pay the quite inflated energy bills they're going to have this winter. It's going to be a little bit outrageous. Ninja Monkey Gaming killed me again. What the heck? I thought we had someone lighting the bomb. You try so hard and get so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I don't like that. On the bright side, like it. Oh my god. Somehow, through all the smoke and mustard gas, the sniper was able to see me. Seems fair. Objective be armed. Let's see if it stays that way. Thing about the objectives in here, the smart thing to do is after it's been armed, it's just periodically throw some grenades on it. That way, if anybody tries to get on it, they die. Suck on that, buddy. Oh, man! There you go, Lexi1397. It starts with one thing! Oh, man. We're gonna lose this round in ridiculously fast order. These guys on our team? I wasn't seeing... oh my god, everyone's standing there and I'm the one? 23 degrees Fahrenheit is when the old Russian granny says, okay, we ran out of coats to put on, let's do heat. 23 degrees Fahrenheit. I didn't know Russians used Fahrenheit. Well, we'll see if this overtime... I've seen overtime get pushed through on rougher things than this, but we have no troops left. B is not anywhere near being blown up, and A will need to be totally captured. So, it's going to go out and we're going to lose. Limphau. Yeah, no, 23 degrees Fahrenheit is decently cold, but like I said, we don't start to freak out here in Wisconsin until we get to negative 20 Fahrenheit. That's when we're like, okay, that's chilly. Texas is so deregulated that our power plants don't bother insulating the water pipes, which are the heart of the facilities. Good thing I brought a wood stove. Oh, well, yeah, if you've got a wood stove as backup, you're a big man on the campus. I shot that guy, but I don't think I killed him. Oh my god! The constant mortar. Oh, thank you, Estonian Gamer. I wasn't sure if it was a local thing or if you were just doing that for my benefit. Come on, guys, we have to get on A or we're gonna... Nah, we lost. Good game, and I'm being generous. Yes, much appreciated, Estonian Gamer. Celsius confuses us as Americans. We don't understand those overseas double talk numbers. It wasn't a bad match. I don't think I got any medals. I did. Most grenade kills and something else. Most melee kills. That makes sense. High score of the squad. Most kills of the squad. See? Look at that. I'm the squad leader up in here. We'll probably get the rest of those 40 enemies that are less than 30 meters away on this next one. I like the leveling system in this game. It's pretty well balanced and definitely rewarding enough, but it keeps the progression slower. Karina Smirnoff wants to know how everyone's doing today. I think that's a great question. I'm doing a pretty good one. I mean, I'm obviously congested, as you may be able to tell. Little sick, got a bit of a head cold, but, you know, when don't I? Other than that, I'm doing great. Definitely not Estonian Gamer says, here, if you don't live in the Soviet apartment, you have a wood stove. That is a fact. Well, I was going to say, most of my relatives have wood stoves. A lot of them also still have, like, wood cook stoves in their kitchen. They'll have, like, a wood heating stove in the basement or in the garage or something like that, and then a cook stove in the kitchen. It's close. I almost clicked rifleman. Ugh, how horrifying would that be? Bullet is sleepy. Why are you sleepy, Bullet? Did you eat some chicken that was cooked in NyQuil? I wouldn't recommend it. There we go. Eh. That guy killed himself. Try so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Got up early this morning? That's fair, I guess. I'll allow it. I hate defending on this map. I guess I could be a machine gunner. When's the last time I did that? Let's see if we see anybody. Oh, I saw someone. People are resupplying using my grenades. That's nice. Oh, I saw someone right there. I almost never get kills on these things. Going on these machine guns is a great way to get sniped. That guy keeps hopping up over there. A lot of mortar going on. Don't love that either. Oh. Got him. Hey, cool. That counted towards my kills that are less than 40 meters away. So apparently it's like any kills. Well, I haven't been sniped yet. I'm just kind of watching these two, because that's a spot that can be cut, and that's a spot that can be cut. I think they can also get their way over there. Ooh, There's a bunch of red dots back there. Bundled up on the couch, clasping a mug between both hands. Got another guy. A mug of black tea with honey. Come on, guys, don't be cowards. Sounds delicious. 40 meters is 40 big men's steps. What the heck? I was just being shot at from somewhere, but... Man, these guys are the least aggressive attackers I've ever seen on this map. I'd have been already up to A by now. This is like one of the easiest maps to attack on. And then once you get to these first two objectives, it's almost impossible to defend them. If you stay behind this barbed wire line, though, it's really easy to keep you pinned down. You gotta push through. They must be pushing hard to the right. I'm gonna leave the gun here. That's boring. I'm running to the right. My brothers need me. Woohoo! See that? That guy almost got the drop on me. Ah! Let me shoot! Oh, that guy's on my team. Why do the uniforms all look the same? Alrighty. Let's get over to B. Yeah, suck on that, buddy. Ah! No, I'm the one that must suck on that, buddy. Good shot, buddy. I love watching people do that. Alright. Come on, let's spawn in. B, you noobs. No, maybe I should stay away from B and just let them blow it up, because every time I try to actually defend anything in this game, the rest of my team just sits around being like idiots with their dicks in their hands. Airklaten, air potato. Let's do this. If I don't get there in time to disarm B and nobody else does either, that will be a shame. Losing B this early basically just means we're gonna lose. Straight up. Holy crap, these are the most circuitous trenches I've ever seen. I think I'm blending in rather well. We did it! That was great. Lexi says, kinky. I don't know what you said kinky about. I drink it almost every day when it gets cold. That's fair. These guys just pulling their puds. Yeah, sitting around pulling their puds. Acting like they got nothing better to do. Demonetized, said the D word. Yeah, probably. To be fair, though, when I live stream, like when it's live, I'm not monetized anyway. I am not a technical genius when it comes to YouTube stuff. That's what people will ask me, how to do this and how to do that. I'm always like, ooh, I don't know. So I monetize my streams proactively, or no, post-actively. I don't know. But after they get done streaming, I monetize them. So none of the stuff during the stream makes me any money. Fun fact, unless we got Dr. Zouden up in here shooting me up with his injections of euros. Well, I got some grenades out. Hopefully it kills that guy over there. The guy's... Yeah, I got him! Dude dad. That'll teach you, dude dad. Haha, he died. Oh, well, calling Dr. Zouden. Yeah, exactly. Gotta get him up in here. Pays the bills around here. Keeps the lights on. €1 is like $1.5. That is correct, I believe. I think the... what do you call it? Exchange rate is about €1 to $1.5 right now. It should be way more than that with the way inflation is in the United States right now. A euro presumably should be a lot more unless inflation is just as bad over there. Because in the United States, a dollar ain't worth much anymore. Wait, isn't that a YouTuber, Dude Dad? I mean, it could just be some guy naming him after the YouTuber. Or I could have just killed the YouTuber. That'd be fun. Who gets excited when there's a YouTuber in the stream? Not me. Except for that one time when Man vs. History was in my Red Dead stream. That was pretty cool. See all the sick grenade kills I just got? It was awesome. Only half the attacking. See, we had to, that's the thing. A can get lost all at once. As long as they don't destroy B, we're fine. Inflation? We definitely don't have inflation. Yeah, that's fair. When has Estonia ever had inflation? Historically, they're one of the most stable and recognizably financially efficient countries in the world. Yep, I had to land right in the barbed wire. This will be a fun death. Ow. There we go. Straight up. Now tell me, do you really want to love me forever? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Or am I caught in a hit and run? There we go. Let's see if some of those grenades kill anyone. They cause damage. Yay. How the hell did I hit that guy? It's not letting me aim. It's not letting me aim my handgun. Don't love that. Thanks, buddy. He's friends with Charlie Barnes. You mean Charlie Barons? Ah, they armed B. Crikey. As we say here in Wisconsin, we'll have to put another shrimp on the bobby. Oops, that one didn't go very far. Well, I killed someone. Their whole team is on B. Why isn't our whole team on B? Mates, standing back here ain't doing us any good. Crappers. Well, we lost B. Alright. I mean, on a daily basis, I spend like €2.3 for a snack in school. Yeah, it does sound like a lot. What type of school are you in? High school or college? College. University, as you Eurotrash would say. No, I'm just kidding. That was mean. Americans don't like when people say things that aren't American-ish. That's a fact. Should build a new grenade crate. Hey, cool, I got a grenade kill. Oof. Karina Smirnoff, you know it's true. Oh, you got a guy up there. Normally, the enemies like to flood up from this side. Sounds like they're already in A. Suck on that, buddy. It is still you who will be sucking on that, not I. Yep. Never mind. High school, but I eat for free, but the food is shit. That's fair. School food usually is. So you're in high school. I'll have to watch my language. I always forget that the young people like to watch my stream. I'm very hip and jive with the younger crowd. You know, hello. How do you do, fellow kids? Love the long spawn time. I haven't gotten my 40 kills yet. I've only got 23. Some of the kills I've gotten in this round. Yep. Ah, that grenade didn't make it very far up. I might kill that guy standing there. Come on, blow him up. Yeah! I probably damaged him. How's everyone else doing? You're a regular Steve Buscemi. I get that a lot. People say that I look a lot like him. And then I'm very offended. Let me spawn in. There we go. Let's get some grenades up in there, buddies. Come on. That grenade was poorly thrown. There we go. Now we gotta get our gas mask on. Come on. Oh yeah, let's do this. I got a couple kills there. Grenada rule. Hopefully I'm not the only one that has had a sick kill streak there. If more people on the team were like me, we'd be excellent. The funny thing is whenever I play a game like this, I always seem to be one of the best players in the server. So it makes me wonder, are other people just terrible, or am I really good at playing games? You know? Fellow kids, hello. You look like someone who would pick up some weird kid from kindergarten with a Chevy truck. Well, that's just rude. I do have a kid in kindergarten, though. But I don't own a Chevy truck. I'm not nearly that classless. I don't ever approach from this side. This is weird. I usually go right up the shooting alley. Well, I got some grenades in this time. Yeah, I got some kills with them. Sick. Oh no, we lost it. Ah, it's okay. I could live with that. Ford is the way to go. Ford is the way to go. Like I always say, the only reason to get a Chevy or a Dodge is because you can't afford something better. That's offensive to lots and lots of people, I'm sure. Want to see something fun? I don't know if you can see it because of the exposure, but you see this line on my forehead? Yeah, my daughter gouged me in the head the other day. They wanted to play a scary game. And so I was, scared them. I turned off all the lights and I was sneaking around like I was a monster. And, I grabbed one of them by the leg and dragged him away. And then the other two jumped on me, and one of them tried gouging out my eyes, and the other one bit me. Ah, you're more of a windowless van kind of guy. Oh yeah, windowless van all the way. If the van's a rockin', don't come a knockin'. I tried to buy a sweet Astro van once. It was like a really good deal, but my wife just was not into it. Oh yeah, my kids are not victims. They are aggressive. If anyone is ever unwise enough to try to snatch them, they're gonna get eye gouged and bit and kicked in the nuts and all sorts of stuff. My kids are vicious. It's actually funny. I was teaching them how to fence. Ooh, this has some ammo in it. Oh no, I got shot before I was able to fire. Hopefully I get back there. I don't want him destroying that. I never get to use mortar in this game. Oh no! I got shot, like, the moment it was about to fire. Everyone always leaves the guns unloaded. By the time I get there, it's gonna be destroyed. Oh no, it wasn't destroyed! But someone shot me, which was rude. My daughter watches boxing and kicks boxing with me all the time. She's brutal. Oh yeah, that's the way to do it. Oh yeah, like I was saying, I was teaching him how to fence, and one of my oldest daughter was getting pretty good at it. And so one day, my brother came over and was fencing with her. You know, they had their swords and they were fencing. And she was considerably too good to just play around like you would with a kid normally. You know, where you kind of half-heartedly swing and stuff like that. She was actually riposting and parrying, and she was doing pretty dang good. So he had to try quite a bit more to actually fight her, and he was surprised by that. I was like, no, she's actually pretty dang good. And given that they take after me, or at least two of them do, size-wise, they're also pretty big and strong. So, that's the way to do it, though. Dave Zilla, you got a tough girl, too, huh? Kickboxing, eh? I'm more of a weapons-based combat type of guy. I figure it'll be more sporting that way. Ooh, cool. Still has ammo left in it. Oh, no, I can't tilt it? Well, I was able to shoot it once before I got killed. Well, that was lame. Ah! A's about to be taken. B has Makarov for the way. Man, that sucked. I gas attacked my classmate and his home with deodorant grenade. Is that a fart joke? Because if it is, well played. And if it's not, it sounded like a... Ah, really? Really? Dick. Guy built a barbed wire thing right as I was running through. Well, I got a grenade over there. If I ever have a kid, I'll be teaching them self-defense no matter what. Oh yeah, of course. If you don't teach them self-defense, you're basically teaching them to be a victim, you know? Hopefully, you live in a nice, safe place and, you know, you do whatever you can to make it as safe as possible and you never ever come into a situation where they're in any danger. But, if they do, hopefully, you've trained them to be able to rip out a throat Roadhouse style. Slash, follow the, Ron Swanson rule of self-defense. No, Stan Smith? I can't remember. This is one of them. Rule number 1 of self-defense. Guns beat karate every time. That ain't a fart joke. He is an ass, and we saw a deodorant on sale, and the rest is history. Oh, okay, I get it. It just sounded like a fart joke. I feel like you should forgive me for saying that, but it sounded like a fart joke. We're about to lose this second sector really fast. Consarn it! It's so hard to hold that sector if you're not proactive with it. I'm a fan of all combat forms. Skill is skill, and in the end, all forms of human chess are great. That's true. Alright. I'm gonna spawn back up in the front here. My pistol ain't too great at long-range combat. Shocking, but that's the fact. I think that guy spotted me the same time. Ah! Did I get him? I think I got him. Ah, that was ridiculous. Yeah, they always push through that side. I'll go back to A now. Well, first things first. I'm the realist. So, as the realist, I'm going to build a grenade crate. Surprised I haven't gotten that challenge yet. I'm just excited to level this one up until when I unlock the machine gun. That'll be fun. I don't know how good of a gun it is, but it's a machine gun, so that should give me a tactical advantage in World War I. The best form of self-defense is an Iron Man suit that functions exactly like it does in the movies. I feel like you can't really beat that. Yeah, that checks out. Hey, that grenade I was about to throw actually was armed. Alright. Let's get some grenades out this time. My grenade throwing there was fairly effective. Let's take the spawn point down. Cover me, guys. Don't just run away and let me get killed. That's so annoying when you get up here and you're able to actually, you know, disable a spawn point and the people just watch you instead of watching your back. Ah! Ah! That's the worst thing. You start to reload your handgun, and you're basically locked into it. You try to stop, and it takes too long to switch and fire. Oop, well, dropped a grenade. Yeah, but if you had the suit like you had in Iron Man 3, except, you know, assuming that it actually works, and you, can call it to you whenever you need it. Or, better yet, the one from, what is it? Infinity War? Where it's, like, contained in a tiny little thing. Got that guy. Gotta heal myself. I'm gonna die while I'm healing myself, but if I don't, someone will sneeze wrong and it'll kill me. Oh, that guy's dead. They're all dead. Oh, not those ones. They weren't dead. So, any of you guys out there play this game? Anyone? I like beating up stupid arses after school, full American bully style. When you say American bully, do you mean like the popular media representation of bullies in school? Because I was just talking to my mom about that the other day. That's not a thing. Like, so I went to school in the, you know, well, I mean, started in the late 90s, but, you know, early 2000s, well, that whole decade, up to the early 2010s, let's put it that way. And I never once saw anything like a bully that you would see in movies and TV and stuff. And my mom went to school in the 80s, and she said, yeah, 80s didn't have that stuff either. I was like, maybe it was a 90s thing? Like, there were these wedgie-giving, swirly-giving, beating you up in the middle of school bullies, or after school in the parking lot or whatever. Maybe that was a thing in the 90s, but it's not a thing now, and it wasn't a thing in the 80s or 70s, you know, so I don't know where that comes from, other than people's imagination. Where am I being sniped from? They must be watching this alley. I mean, throwing them headfirst to a dumpster. I mean, maybe it's more of a... Maybe it's a problem where you live, but it just, like I said, it just isn't really here in America. At least not in the Midwest. I mean, Dave Zilla could probably let me know what it's like in Texas, but, yeah, they're definitely watching that trench. Karina Smirnoff said there weren't any bullies in her school either. Like I said, it's just... That's fiction. It's make-believe. Totally false. It's all made up. Speaking of which, did any of you guys... Now, this was back in the 90s and early 2000s. Did any of you guys watch Beyond Belief Fact or Fiction? It was hosted by Jonathan Frakes. There's memes going around for it now that people use when they're, you know, saying that somebody made something up. They'll be like, it didn't happen. Totally false. That one's made up. You know, that'll be Jonathan Frakes saying that. And I used to actually watch that show when it was on TV, and it was one of my favorite shows at the time. Dave Zill says, no, we never had any serial assaulters at my school, but I'm from a tiny farm town. I graduated with 26 others. I guess that's fair. That's pretty small. But, so yeah, maybe it wouldn't be that way anyway. I'm just saying, I don't think it's a thing. Maybe it is on the West Coast or something, but here, like I said, here in the Midwest, and apparently down there in Texas, I mean, like you said, it's a small town, but for the case of my argument, we could say that it doesn't matter. I don't think that's a thing. I think that's all made up for movies. Except for, like, Estonian Gamer, apparently you have some bullies there, so, I mean, it would be ironic, but it's possible that the fake movie, like Hollywood nonsense made up of bullies here in the United States has inspired bullies in your country. That would suck. We get really off topic here, don't we? I'm gonna spawn up here. Help get rid of some of the spawn points and snipers. Fix our spawn point. There we go. Sir Arthur Dane! Look at that! Oh, thanks for covering me, teammate! So useful! Oh, man. I don't know what we'd do without that. Holy crap. You know, you lose faith in your teammates, and then something like that happens, and you're just like, oh yeah, faith restored. You guys are very, very useful. I don't know what I'd do without you. I could swear there were 2 of my teammates in that building right behind me. Oh, what was that one there? One of my friends came up to me one time in high school yelling at me, saying that I was talking about her behind her back and making fun of her. I wasn't, so all I could do was laugh because she looked insane. Yeah, I mean, that stuff happens, sure. But it's not the same as the whole, give me your lunch money, nerd, and then pushes him into a bathroom and gives him a swirly. Literally trying to drown someone by shoving their head into a toilet. Hey, we got United States Militia Crew here saying, hi, I'm new here. Hello, United States Militia Crew. You may be new, but you are welcome. Providing you're not a weirdo. In which case, you'd fit in too well, and we've got too many weirdos already. So, you'll have to find a different place to be weird. Bullet says, I would say that bullies, like in the movies, don't happen in Georgia, but I wouldn't know. How would you not know? Did you not go to school? Like, oh, nice. My favorite type of bullies are, homeschool bullies. Alright. Definitely not Estonian Gamer says, I say bullying someone for the way they are is wrong, but if they are a one-eyed Asian kid who acts all full of himself and stirs up trouble, bully the crap out of them. Question. Wouldn't that be the way they are? Anyway, United States Militia Crew says, sorry for the long name, haha. We're a Red Dead Redemption crew that died and forgot to change it. That's fair. When I made my Red Dead Redemption posse, I named it the Pocket Posse because I'm a hilarious comedian who is very funny. Of course, I can't angle far enough to shoot to the right over there. I see people moving, though. Got 1 kill with the machine gun. It's worth it. Ah, he got me. Bullet says I was homeschooled my whole life. See, that's what I thought you were going for. I was like a homeschool bully, like your dad comes in. Nerd, give me your lunch money. Talking about banging your mom last night. It's much funnier in a homeschool setting. No, it was actually really, really funny. Dave Zilla says Pocket Posse for life. See, Dave Zilla, you know. You know. That guy got really close to building his thingy. I thought my grenade was going to blow up and kill that guy right before he killed me. That's why I didn't do anything. Now we're doing a Civil War thing that's doing slightly less bad. That's good / bad. I don't know. Ow. Oh, anyway. Pocket Posse. See, everyone here knows. Nothing like a good Pocket Posse. I mean, there's one thing like a good Pocket Posse, but it's way less convenient. AAA, I get it now. We're not racist. Good. Being racist is bad. Don't do that. The recoil on this thing is redonkulous. Thank you for shooting me in the back, coward. Dave Zill says, I'm a proud rider of the Pocket Posse. Anywho, what game is this? This game is called Isonzo. It is a historical first-person shooter set in the Italian front of World War I. It's played by a small indie developer called Black Mill Studio, and they have previously made 2 games in the same series, Tannenberg and Verdun, which are both the eastern and western fronts of World War I. So it's all World War I themed. It's fun. I like playing it. I liked Verdun and Tannenberg too, but this one is the best so far. Ow! Mostly because it's the Austro-Hungarian Empire versus Italians, and you gotta love that. Definitely not Estonian gamer says, sorry, I had to get some semolina foam, or that is what Google Translate told me. I don't know what that means. Ah! Where is this sniper? I just keep getting my head scooped off. It can't be that guy lying in the road. That would be embarrassing. But just in case it is, let's get some nades over there. Maybe we get lucky and hit him. Well, I killed someone. I thought you said salmonella. Had to get some salmonella cream. Semolina flour? Yeah, you guys, I don't know what any of you are talking about. What's this semolina? I know what salmonella is, but I don't know what semolina is. If you can make flour out of it, I'm gonna guess it's a type of plant that bears harvestable grain. Yoink. Yoink. Quit shooting at me, you dink. Yeah, I saw that coming. There were way too many people there. No, I want to spawn here. Why does it... Oh, that's so annoying. You click the spawn point that you want to go on, and then it spawns you, you know, 70 yards back from there. It's so annoying. Ah! That's aggravating. I probably still would have been killed by the whole guy, but if I wouldn't have accidentally right-clicked before I took my second shot, I would have at least killed him. You put it in Discord? Okay, I'll have to check it out after the round. I have Discord shut off when I stream. That way I don't, unless I'm using it for voice chat. That's literally Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5. You mean Battlefield 1? Battlefield 1 was set in World War 1. As far as I know, Battlefield 5 was not. But I don't know. Battlefield 1, the one set in World War 1, was the last Battlefield game that I actually played. Since then, I've been mostly playing smaller indie shooters like this. Haven't really played a whole lot of Call of Duty either. Ooh, this has rounds. Come on. Zoom in. Really? I have to reload. No one ever leaves these things loaded. There we go. We'll get it zoomed in on that spawn point and see if we can't take someone down. Oop, they're closer than that. Well, let's see if we get those 3 people. Ooh, I wasn't listening. Oh, you're talking about the weird spawn? Oh yeah, where you click on where you want to spawn, but then it just shoots you 70 yards in a different direction anyway. Yeah, it's the same thing with squad spawn. You know, you wait and you click on your squad, your person, so you can spawn in next to them, and then it spawns you way on the other side of the map anyway. It's ridiculous. It's such a stupid setting. Semolina foam is pink foam out of semolina, a powder and thick flour out of wheat. Alright, so it looks like Dave Zilla was correct. Dave Zilla said, I usually just play open world stuff. I'm too slow-paced and get distracted by loot. Oh yeah, I mean, my favorite games are open world RPGs, and then just generally open world action adventure games. I'd much rather play them, that genre, especially single player, than anything else. The only exception to like the single player rule is when you have a dedicated multiplayer game mode that is basically the same as the single player. Like, same map, same other stuff, so it still has some quality to it, but just has the fact that you can play with other people. So Red Dead Online was a rare multiplayer game that I actually liked. I don't like most multiplayer games. But yeah, first-person shooters I like just because they're easy to hop into for a couple hours. You don't have to dedicate a long time to them to, like, get the nice gaming endorphin enjoyment out of it. And when I'm paying attention, I'm pretty competitive. You should play War of Rights. It's slower paced, but it's very awesome and team-based. I played War of Rights a little bit. I did like it. It was very slow. The only problem was very few people were able to work as a team, so unless you had a full-size team of your own, it was hard to enjoy it. Even on Red Dead Online PV, I'm good IDK with chances. I mean, yeah, like I said, I'd rather play just a good, well-designed game that doesn't depend on multiplayer to be fun. Just because I've had more fun with games like that. You know, your Skyrims, your Red Dead Redemptions, your Kingdom Come Deliverances, stuff like that. Those are the best games ever made. I seriously doubt there will ever be a shooter that gets made that's as good as any of them, you know. And the fun thing about Red Dead is it actually had pretty fun shooting mechanics. So I enjoyed PvP in Red Dead 2. Because it was actually pretty solid. Most open world games have terrible gunplay. Like, anybody that was watching the stream 2 days ago, I was playing Cyberpunk. And I like Cyberpunk. It's a fun game. In a lot of ways, I enjoy it. But like most open world games, the shooting in it is not that fun. I would say that a huge part of it is the game is more fun to play on controller than mouse and keyboard, but on PC there's no aim assist. Like, I thought I had it turned on, but there's clearly no aim assist on there. And so I had to shoot. I had to switch to mouse and keyboard to shoot because you can't hit anything with a controller. Dave Zilla says he loves Red Dead Online. It's the only online game I've ever bothered to play with other folks. Yeah, like I said, it was a rare example of something that I played a lot. Because on Steam, I've got like 16 or 1700 hours into Red Dead Redemption 2, and a lot of that is from the online mode. I obviously played for about 500 hours on PS4 before I switched to PC, but this is a fun map to be a sniper on because there's a church tower over there that you can get up into. And it makes it a very effective sniper spot. See if any of those grenades kill anyone. Alright, what do we got? There should be... Yep. Shooting in Outer Worlds is absolutely horrible. Yeah, Outer Worlds is another one. I tried playing Outer Worlds, and I hated it. The shooting mechanics made combat in the game basically impossible to enjoy. Like, I was really excited for it, because I liked Fallout New Vegas. And so I was excited to see what Obsidian was going to do. But I did not enjoy it. Chivalry I enjoy, Dave Zilla. I have Chivalry too. I bought it as soon as it came out on Steam with that new DLC. Ah, I shot that guy right in the chest. He didn't die. I did enjoy Chivalry. It was definitely unique. And it wasn't something that I see myself playing a ton all the time, but I played it for a while after I got it and had a lot of fun. Basically, what I found out early on is that the skill gap in it is not very big. It's mostly a spamming game. A few weapons, like the pole mace, I found to be pretty overpowered, and then you just spam certain attack types, you know, depending on the range of whoever you're trying to fight, and you're basically impossible to kill. United States Militia Crew says, I'm a big Red Dead Online role player. I do MILSIM, military simulator stuff, with when I'm not, though I love the open world and the hunting. Yeah, it was a great game. And of course, the single-player story is even better. Because Red Dead 2 is one of the best games ever made. Let's toss a grenade into there. Ah, there's always someone around the corner. At least I killed someone with my grenade. I think we're in the last sector, so we kind of have to fight like hell here, otherwise we're gonna lose. I know once I get assault done, I'm probably gonna level up engineer all the way. Because I did, or either that or mountaineer. I did both of those games to a certain extent. Or both of those roles. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because I'm paying attention to the game. Dang, I missed that guy. Red Dead roleplay servers absolutely kicked the crap out of GTA roleplay servers. I mean, I agree, just because Red Dead is so much of a better game than Grand Theft Auto. But there's that one Grand Theft Auto roleplay server where, like, it's super realistic. That one is actually pretty fun. I just they added some more content to Red Dead Online. Oh yeah, that was the thing. I was very, very upset seeing the route that they took with Red Dead. Red Dead 2 is one of the best games ever made. Certainly Rockstar's best game ever. And they just didn't care. It wasn't as immediately as profitable as Grand Theft Auto Online, so they didn't care. They just weren't going to do anything for it. And I hate that decision because it's one of the, like I said, it's one of the best games I've ever played. And I'm picky. Like, if you ever watch my game reviews, I don't believe that a 10 out of 10 exists. Like, I've never played one, I should say. Karina Smirnoff says, "Hey Zeus, I'll be back. I need food." Zeus? Oh, Redneck Zeus is here. Yeah, he said howdy. His message got lost because some of the other messages around it were quite large. Hello, Zeus. Good to see you here. Estonian Gamer said, "This game is Battlefield 5 with Battlefield 1 setting." That's fair. That's fair. Karina Smirnoff is getting food. Makes me think I'm quite hungry. I feel quite hungry. I don't know. Do you guys believe that a 10 out of 10 for a video game exists? If so, what game would it be? And I mean seriously, not like an ironic answer. Do you think that there's such a thing as a 10 out of 10 game? And if you do, then what is it? Because I feel like you have to have evidence to support a claim like that. Haha! I knew that guy was going to walk on top of my grenade. I got to get back over to B. So grenade kills don't count towards the kills within 40 meters. That's what I figured out. Otherwise, I definitely would have had this thing by now. Gotta put that bad boy on. Well, that's unfortunate. Leveled up. I'm level 60 now. Starting to get hungry. Right, Estonian Gamer? Seems about time to eat. Unless eating means you have to leave, in which case it's not time to eat, Estonian Gamer. Tough it out. Red Dead Redemption 2 story. Red Dead 2 story is excellent. I would call it an 8 or 9 out of 10. That's what I'm saying, like, because in my opinion, to be a 10 out of 10, there should be nothing, not even a little nitpicky thing that can be improved out of it. Estonian Gamer says it's a 10 out of 10 game. It's a mobile game I played in kindergarten. See, I don't, I can't say that I've played that specific game, but I have doubts that I would call it a 10 out of 10. For various reasons. The core of which being that it's a mobile game. Is a 10 out of 10 possible? Yes. Have I ever played what I would call it a 10 out of 10? Oh no, I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying I've never experienced it. And I've played a lot of games. The best games, if I was going to say the 3 best games I've ever played, they'd be The Witcher 3, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Kingdom Come Deliverance. And I would call all of those in the 8 to 9 range. Almost perfect. After the years and games, I've got like 3 or 4 games that are huge for me, but I don't think I can put a 10 on anything. Red Dead 2 story is the closest I've seen. 10 out of 10 is Angry Birds. Yeah, no, see, that's what I'm saying, right? Because even the best game you've ever played, Red Dead Redemption or whatever, is there absolutely nothing about it that could have been better? You know? Out of those 3, I would say probably The Witcher 3 is my favorite. But when I play The Witcher 3 now, I download mods for it, because there's a couple things about it that I don't like in the vanilla game. One of which is that, like, guards are ridiculously overpowered, and it's very immersion breaking for me. Oh, sweet! I unlocked the machine gun. We got it! That and, like, how fast your sword breaks down in the game. And there's a couple things that immediately when I started a new playthrough on The Witcher 3, I changed them. Ooh, that's distracting. Magazine sticking out the top. Kind of hard to see past this thing. I think that guy might have already been dead. What was my gun doing there? That was weird. Oh, I got stabbed in the back. Tried to mod Red Dead Redemption 2. I failed, lol. I've never... Raft is pretty close for what it is. I do like Raft. I would say as far as unique survival crafting games go, Raft is pretty good. Yeah, it's certainly... I wouldn't call it a 10 out of 10. I had fun with it, but not that much fun. I've never actually modded Red Dead 2. Never felt the need. And I never saw any mods that were interesting enough to make me want to do it. Oh no, wait. Maybe I take that back. I might have done a weapon mod once. I think there might have been a skin replacer that made the Cattleman Revolver the Remington 1875, which is one of my favorite handguns of all time. So, I might have done that once. But I was always afraid that if I modded the single-player game and forgot to undo the mod before I got into multiplayer, that I'd get banned. Because that happened to a lot of people, so maybe that's why I didn't do it. Lexi1397, you must be talking about Red Dead 2. Oh my god! Don't you love that? All that work to try to get up into there and then you just get shelled. I don't know, it's probably gonna take me some time to get used to this gun because of how, like I said, the magazine up on top makes it so it's like impossible to see anything. Plus the recoil on it is pretty outrageous. Played Story 3 times on Xbox and now it's just boring. I've done everything. I mean, it's definitely a slow burn, but I like slow burn games. All three of the games I listed as my top games of all time, I would describe as a slow burn. You know, The Witcher 3, Red Dead 2, and Kingdom Come Deliverance. The least slow out of them would be The Witcher 3, because you basically get right into the action in that one. And the most slow is probably Red Dead. You start off on a ridiculously slow mission, and like it doesn't speed up until Chapter 2. But slow doesn't mean bad. It just takes patience. Ooh. Probably gonna get sniped when we spawn in here. What's what happened to that guy? We're gonna lose. We got them down to 50, but they're piss pounding us too much. And they're about to capture A. I don't know if we've got any people on A either. Yeah. They got us. They didn't steamroll us. That was the last sector, so we held back each time, but well. Hey, look at that! What did it say? Highest objective score? Sick. In KCD, I just go and roleplay a knight and just purge the impure. Yeah, I mean, I roleplayed multiple Kingdom Come Deliverance playthroughs. I had my extremely bad guy Henry, who was just murdering and stealing everything. Like, even when he didn't need it. Didn't matter. Ooh, look at that. Highest objective score is a gold medal. Most grenade kills. Highest score of the squad. Most kills of the squad. I get those medals every time, don't I? Hacker equals small dick. That's fair. Well, we got trench fighting done. And we unlocked those two guns. Ooh, and the support gunner roll. I'll have to look and see what that little perk does. I only have 4 more levels until I max out assault and have to switch to a different class. Oh, Kingdom Come Deliverance is super good. When I roleplay in that one, it's usually because I've only done the bad guy Henry where it was super bad all the time, like, I think once. And then I've had a lot of middle-of-the-road Henrys where He's a good guy, but sometimes he kills and, like, murders and steals. So, alright, let's see what that... Deal 4 times more suppression with LMGs and HMGs. That seems useful. Especially if I'm using an LMG, so... I wonder if it lets me, like, mount up. KCD is a marvel to me. I love the game so much. Yeah, look at that! It put out a bipod. Yeah, but when I do roleplay on Kingdom Come Deliverance, it's usually the type of combat I do. And so I'll either do a full playthrough as, like, an archer, or as a master swordsman, and then I'll only use a two-handed sword, or, you know, a general-purpose knight, and then I'm using a small shield and a mace all the time. In my last playthrough, I rediscovered the fact that the metal-plated battle axe is the best weapon in the game. Because it's, like, prior to that, I would say the ceremonial mace or the bailiff's mace would be better. But, what was I thinking? The metal-plated battle axe has a slight advantage. It does about the same blunt damage and concussive damage, but it's sharp, so if you use it against unarmored opponents, it kills them even quicker. Yep. I just want to find a good spot where I can sit still with this gun, because I feel like running and gunning is not going to be a good method with this gun. I want to try using it, though, you know? Because I figure if you figure out how to use it, it's probably a pretty good gun, considering it's a machine gun, and this is World War I. What did Zeus say? I still haven't completed KCD? Oh, you have to. It's such a good game. Stop sniping the people I'm trying to kill. Stop sniping the people I'm trying to kill! Well, I got a kill with this gun. That might be the first one I got. Really? Really? They're in the trench. Holy crap. My heavy Henry is Ravensbeak. The Ravensbeak is a sick hammer. I stick to the sword with a jewel in it. I don't know the name. Well, if it's got a gold handle and a red jewel, then it's Herod's sword. And if it's got a silver handle with a green jewel, then it's the Magdeburg sword. If we're talking two-handed swords, that is. Yes, Herod's sword is one of the best swords in the game. It's got the highest slash damage of 75, I believe. Whoa! This thing is unmanageable. Did you see that recoil when I tried firing that from the hip? Maybe why a lot of people don't use it. As far as the best overall two-handed sword, you gotta go with St. George's sword. Makes sense, considering he slayed the dragon. I might have to switch back to a handgun. So, 2 Magdeburgs about an hour ago. Oh yeah, I remember the first time I played through the game, it was a long time before I found a Magdeburg sword. So when I found it, I figured it must be pretty rare. But then in more recent playthroughs, yeah, you know, I've always got a baker's dozen of the damn things. It is a good sword, though. Yeah, if you rush it, and you start getting to the more complicated or more heavily armored enemies, I could see how it would feel unplayable. Or, like, unbeatable. There were a lot of people that complained about it being incredibly difficult and kept saying it was harder than Dark Souls. My thing is it was very difficult. You know, there was a steep learning curve. Of course, they put easy mode in. All you have to do is grab a bow and level that up, and then you're gonna win. Scene on this run when the guy next to him had one as well. The Magdeburg sword is a pretty good sword, though. I think I'm gonna switch back to the handgun after this. I don't love the LMG. It's just too slow. I don't like it. When I'm assault, I like to run and gun. Maybe I'll like the other one better, because I know that I've seen other people running with the other one, and I don't think it had the giant magazine coming out of the top. So maybe I'll just use it when I'm on that team. Really? Well, apparently all the enemies are in there. I mean, is the Magdeburg sword a DLC sword? No, it is not. You can find it on high-level bandits. And, in at least one treasure chest, I'm pretty sure. I think the, I know for sure that the guy from the Amorous Adventures of Hans Kapan, the Sir Anselm of Domkey, the one who hides over by the river west of Sissau, he has a Magdeburg sword. So, yeah, and if you go to Skalitz, the high-level bandits there will oftentimes have it. So, you can get it pretty easily. Crap, I forgot to switch. There were people there. The mag sword is the silver-handled one with the green jewel. Yes. It's a good sword. I got a kill. I got a kill from the hip with this thing. Alright, now I'm gonna switch back to the, yeah, see, that guy, he's got the one that is probably pretty good. So I'll just have to save that for when I'm on that team. Because I don't like the one for these guys. So I guess first thing I have to do is find out what team I'm on. I think I'm currently playing as the Austro-Hungarians. Saw that guy. We'll build this thing. Not sure what it is, but I'm gonna build it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm on the Austro-Hungarian side right now. Aha! I knew there was a spawn point somewhere over here. I'm gonna go destroy that thing. This guy's just spawn camping over here. Probably can't expect him to cover my back. Go farm the scout site a couple times, you'll find eventually. Yeah, that's true. And stingers, and the stinger's a pretty good one. Tomorrow will do. You are hip and happening now. Why? Because I got 10 viewers? That could be. Did everyone like the stream? Sucks to suck, buddy. That guy almost taught me that it sucks to suck. Better put on my gas mask before I run into this gaseous cloud up here. Ah, he was waiting for me. No, you got the kill from the hip. Oh, wow, that was... Oh, I get it. Hip and happening now. I got that one kill. Like I said, that thing had way too much recoil. I mean, it's probably realistic. I hear a beeping sound. Oh, you know what? I bet you that's a package being delivered. We're expecting a larger package today. Giggity. Alright, let's see if I can destroy this before I get killed. Probably not. I hear gunshots already. Yeah. Checks out. That guy with the LMG that isn't useless. What? Bald dowry. I think that's the mortar launcher thingy. There goes my grenade. I'm gonna put my gas mask on now. Started a new playthrough run on KCD to play it a bit slower. Ah! Then my office chair wore out on me, so sitting is for more than 5 minutes it kills my lower back. That's fair. I have, I specifically, when I bought the chair, my current office chair, I specifically bought one that was made for, you know, people over 6 foot tall that weigh over 200 pounds, so I didn't just have another flimsy, weak chair. And then I got the good wheels, so it moves nice and smooth, and it had a fairly comfortable, like, butt pad, I guess, when I got it. But no lumbar support, and yeah, I can't... Sitting in it, I can make it a couple hours, but much more than that is totally undoable. Ah, I got that guy. You all know what I'll do if the likes aren't sent to Lord Nico. Dave Zilla will scourge you. Have you ever been scourged? Because you're probably not going to like it. And remember, I'm not a lord yet. Someone has to get me my established title so I can be a lord. That would be excellent. I do have a family crest from when my family was in Europe a long time ago. But I'm not a lord. I also own land. I should be a lord. I have a family crest, my family is super old, and I own land. Aren't those the things required to be a lord? Yeah, I love it when it actually spawns you close enough so it just automatically puts your gas mask on. Let's get some grenades out. I got some damage points. Didn't get any kills. Ah, thank you. Thank you. That guy, he built the barbed wire and trapped me in it, and then quickly tried to cut it. Sorry, I'm watching this at 2:40. What beverage did you drink? I think I just took a drink out of a Pepsi. Could have been a water, though. I've got both of them sitting here. You use an office chair. I use a dining chair. That's fair. I do not. I have an office chair. Dang. I also own land, but I am not lordly enough. I must be a landed knight. I probably did something heroic to earn it. I mean, I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Like, Sir Duncan the Tall. I mean, he wasn't a landed knight, but God, the Hedge Knight books are so good. Like I always say, I do want people to I should say, George R. R. Martin to complete the Song of Ice and Fire. I want the Winds of Winter. I want to Dream of Spring. I do want him to actually work on those and get them finished. But I care way more about the Duncan Egg Tales. Definitely Estonian Gamer says, I have a large inheritance or that thingy, English is hard. Do you mean you have a large endowment? Because that could be funny. See if I can't destroy their gun. Alright, we did it. Not dead yet. Oh, that guy's on our team. He's not, though. Ah! That guy was not on our team either. Oh yeah, I remember Estonian Gamer. You were telling us that when your grandmother dies, you get her land. How much land was it? Oh yeah, the Clegane's grandfather was landed by Tywin's... No, it was either Tywin's father or Tywin's grandfather. And then Peter Baelish's great-grandfather or whatever was a Bravosi sellsword who was knighted by the Lord of the Vale at the time and given the fingers. Or the smallest of the fingers. Yeah, Zeus, that's a good point. You could do the old standing desk. Whatever that large noise out in my driveway is, it is still there. Makes me curious as to what the heck it is. And why is it making noise during my stream? Well, I can't believe we're going to lose this point. We were doing such a good job of holding it. I'm gonna die. Alright. Definitely not a stunning gamer. You said around 2 hectare, but my grandmother owned 2 fields near there too. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know what a hectare is. I use acres. I know that hectares are bigger, and it's a certain amount of acres going to a hectare. I don't remember how many it is, though. Why don't you break it down into acres for me? We've already got a spawn point on this side of our line. Hey, I think that was Dude Dead again. There are 4.9421073 acres. So it's almost 5 acres. That's what I thought. I thought it was something like that. So a hectare is almost... So you got, what, 10 acres? I say the spot where my house that I currently live in is 5 acres. But my farm, the family farm, once that is officially mine, that's just under 500 acres. So that's my lord land that I'm justifying my claim to lordship with. You gotta own land. Gotta buy dirt. That's the thing to do. Yeah, like I said, my, Why, what'd you say, Karina Smirnoff? Nobody cares what? Eh. I justify my claim to lordship because I live on a hill overwatching the village. That's fair. I'm on 6 acres of woods except for the spot my house sits. I was going to say, the 5 acres that my house is currently on it's a hill. So we have the house on the hill, and it's a decent-sized house. But not a lot of woods to it. I've got 3 spruce trees, an apple tree, and a white pine tree on it. That's it. Of course, the farm that, you know, we'll be living on eventually is much larger and therefore has many, many, many acres of wooded land. So, I have some woods. What did you miss? I played a first-person shooter game set in the Italian front of World War I. Specifically, the 12 battles of the Isonzo River. More specifically, we lost our last point that we were defending, and now we're back to the next point. How long were you gone? Oh, that's right, you said you had to leave to go get food. I remember now. I bet you it wouldn't be too hard to start a knightly order and get us all knighted. You know? Like, that's probably possible. We don't have to be knighted by the Queen of England. I feel like there's lots of people that can knight us. Because, as we all know, any knight... Technically, I am a knight, I should say. I'm a knight of Columbus. We do get knighted. Not with a sword. They do. There's a ceremony and stuff, but they don't actually tap you on the shoulders with a sword. But, so I am a type of knight. It's just not the cool type that I want to be. She said, also my other land... that I'll get this time when my grandmother dies is much larger. It's 14 hectare. So, almost 40 acres. That's good. Yeah, a 40 is basically the sweet spot. It's obviously depends where you live, because around here a 40 for taxes is kind of expensive. Your property taxes every year. But it's the sweet spot as far as having enough land that you can do lots of different stuff, but not so much that it's prohibitively expensive tax-wise. And maintenance-wise. Because that's the problem with the farm. Once we have that, that's thousands and thousands of dollars in property taxes every year, not to mention the upkeep. That'll be, you know, redonkulous. But, what is that noise? Wish I knew what the heck was going on. Nobody has texted me to inform me why there's so much noise outside my house. So, Estonian, or definitely not Estonian gamer. The 34.5 acres, like all forest, beans, and under government protection, so I'll get money. Oh, that's nice. Redneck Zeus says he wished he had 40 acres. Well, Zeus. Zeus. Where the heck do you live? Zeus, are you the one from Georgia, or are you the one from Oklahoma, or whatever? I can never remember. I'm so bad with, other people's personal details. Look at that, I covered that guy. You'd think it was some weird sinister cabal. Kansas, that's where it is. What's land cost in Kansas? Because, like, here in Wisconsin, it's a funny thing. Houses are not very expensive. I mean, they're kind of expensive, but not crazy expensive. They're probably right around middle, you know, as far as averages go for the whole country. But land here is very expensive. It is super common for a 40 around here to go for like $500,000. I mean, I should say, it's super common for it to be posted for that and then stay up for sale for years and years and years and years. Bullet is from Georgia. Yeah, that's right. Zeus is from Kansas. Bullet's from Georgia. And, of course, the Scourge of Texas is from Texas. Zeus, go and marry into your neighbor's family and murder them all. That is one way to get land. Yes, marry into a large landowning family. Get it so that you will get the land when they die, and then just make sure they die. Let's get some grenades out on these guys. Around 2K per acre. Is that for tillable field, tillable farmland? Because I know that here in Wisconsin, tillable farmland is the most expensive. And not joking, at least a couple years ago when I last checked, the average for Wisconsin and for tillable farmland was $5 to $8 grand an acre. Which is pretty outrageous. But we also have the problem of a lot of celebrities and sports players and stuff have their cabins up here, and they like to hunt here, hunt and fish. Which is, you know, it's partially a good thing because obviously we have good hunting and fishing up here. But it also means that forested land, stuff that is basically just useful for hunting, especially because most of it doesn't even have any hardwoods on it, is ridiculously overpriced. I got behind them and I was able to kill some. It's too bad I wasted my grenades because I could have grenaded the crap out of them. 2K per acre. Yeah, so that's probably middle of the road land price for the United States. It's not the cheapest, but not the most expensive. I think from what I've read about Texas, the land can be pretty steep depending on which part of Texas you live in. Obviously, it's a big state, so there's a lot of variation. But houses, like building houses or whatever, $350,000 builds you or buys you a much bigger, fancier house in Texas than it does in Wisconsin. Yeah, Estonian Gamer, you said you get money from the government for it. That must be like, here in the United States, there's something called forest crop, where you basically give the DNR, the Department of Natural Resources, the authority to tell you, like, what you can and can't do in certain aspects on this land. So, like, what trees you can cut down and who you have to allow on it, and if they want to put a snowmobile trail through your land, they can do that, all that sort of stuff. But it reduces your taxes down to be much lower. We don't ever get to a point where they pay us, though. At least not in Wisconsin. The government always takes your money here in Wisconsin. Yeah. It's hard to see in this mustard gas. Yep, that checks out. Should have known eventually I was going to get killed there. Estonian Gamer's got to go. Oh, that's alright, Estonian Gamer. You were here for a long time, and we'll see you next time. Hope you have a good time doing whatever it is you have to do. It's late and I need to go to school. Oh, that's right. What time is it in Estonia right now? I imagine it must be pretty dang late there. Say, because as of where I am, it's 2 p.m. You know, so not that late. Probably should have seen that coming. It is 11 in the night. That's fair. Almost midnight. Probably about time for bed. How about everyone else? Texas and Kansas might be in the same time zone as Wisconsin. I'm not sure. Or they might be an hour earlier. I'm not sure. Well, I got a couple of them there. Come on, guys, get on A. Don't let them take it. Can't let these Italians take the game from us. That'll be embarrassing. Ah, I got splooped. Bullet says it's 3 or 4. Okay, so you're... So... Huh. So, oh, that's Georgia's... Yeah, Georgia's east of here. That's right. So, yeah, Georgia is an hour after us, and I think Kansas is either in the same time zone as us here, or an hour earlier. Because Kansas should be to the west of us. Of course, geography ain't my greatest subject. Crap, that grenade bounced back towards where I was. That ain't good. Hey, Mod, Karina or Alexi, what time is it in Texas and Kansas right now? Come on, spawn in. God, that's so long. Because Davezilla, I just smacked my leg on a chair. Because Davezilla and Zeus are not forthcoming with what time it is where they live. Ah, I love it. Kansas is Central Time except for a couple counties that are on the Mountain Time. I thought so. I thought you were in the same time zone as me. Hey, D2G, are you going to get the Nintendo Switch version KCD when it gets released? No, I don't have a Nintendo Switch. So that wouldn't make much sense for me. Maybe I'll buy it for some of my relatives, because I think all of my sisters have a Nintendo Switch. And I think my nephew's got a Nintendo Switch. Of course, that game might be a little adult for him. He's pretty young. But if I were a handheld gamer type guy... Ah, boy, we lost it. Now we gotta back up again. If I were a handheld gamer type of guy, there's a real possibility that I'd be interested in it. From what I've heard, the Switch is a really good console, and I know a lot of people really like it. same time as you. Yeah, but all of Texas? I would figure some of Texas is far enough west that it's in a different time zone. That's a big state. The east corner of the far east side of Texas to the far west side of Texas is like twice the length of running the entire length of Wisconsin. So, it's a wide state. Wisconsin, I think, is in the top 20 for biggest states, land area-wise, in the United States. But Texas, I want to say, is number 2. Ah! I got it. I hit someone. That's fair. I got my licks in. That's all I need. Well, I got a grenade up there that time, so we'll see if those guys blow up. Haha! I blew someone up. Ah, great. People spamming grenades, it's so annoying. So classless, takes no skill. Come on, put it on! Oh, look at that. They're doing a lot of mustard gas. Woo, that was close. Yep. Got 2 guys there. I think tomorrow we're going to stream that game I streamed first, the indie game that's kind of like Zelda. Haven't played it since then, so looking forward to it. Ah, just wanted to get that 3rd grenade out. It's nice that they keep bunching up in that little tunnel there, because I get kills basically with every single time by tossing grenades up in there. See, that's how long it takes to cancel out and get ready to shoot. Ah, beans, what happened? Seeing red? What achievement is that for? Alright, he says, most of Texas is central time zone. There are counties that are in mountain time zone. Okay, so it's the same for you guys. Most of it is in central, but some of it is far enough west. That's what I thought was the situation, that you guys were kind of right on the line. Let's get rid of this grenade crate so they can't just keep spamming grenades at us again. They might have given up on pushing through here, because I think they're moving far on that side. See, that's the thing. You get enough resistance put up, eventually they'll have to switch sides. That guy thought he was sneaky. Let's get some more bullets put in here. Let's get this disarmed quickly. Hopefully I get it disarmed before they manage to come up here and kill me, because there's at least a couple people still in the area. I see one off to the far right. Two counties in Texas? Okay. Like I said, I figured given the size of the state, there had to be some that were far enough over. Ha! I got it built before he stabbed me. Not us. Here in Wisconsin, we're all central all the time. 106.5. The fuzz. I don't know. Zoinks, Scooby. Yeah. Should have seen that coming. So they got people camping our spawn. That's how their plan is to destroy B. They got people coming in from the back and people in the front preventing reinforcements. And since it does this stupid thing where instead of spawning you on your squad where you selected, it spawns you way back. So, that's fun. It makes the squad spawn totally pointless in my opinion. They should just have a sector spawn if they don't intend you to actually be able to spawn by your squad. You know. Hey, I killed him. Stop the beaver. No, looks like we're gonna lose B. I think we're gonna lose the whole thing. Alright. Lexi says, okay, I have a question for everyone. What was your favorite cartoon TV show as a kid? Joseph C. says, The Amazing World of Gumball. Favorite cartoon as a kid? I was never a kid. Fun fact. Let me think. I don't know. That's hard. I guess I don't really have any that stand out. Karina Smirnoff says mine was probably Winnie the Pooh. Well, if we can do movies, then the Disney Robin Hood and the Disney Sword in the Stone were probably the things that I watched most often as a kid. For television shows, I don't know, Family Guy? It's not a kid show, but it's one that I watched a lot when I was a kid. Or at least as an adolescent. Game's been going for pretty near 30 years. Or the show, I mean. That guy threw a grenade at me. Oh, no! I got shot in the back before I was able to shoot that guy in the back. Looney Tunes, maybe? I liked Looney Tunes as a kid, I think. Like the Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner. Solid show. Nico is too sophisticated. I just, you know, worked a lot as a kid and also watched adult movies. You know, and TV shows. I know that I was always falling asleep in kindergarten because I stayed up watching Star Trek Voyager with my dad. Way too late and then, you know, not getting to bed on time. So, like, I just didn't watch cartoons that much, I guess. Not until I got older. And, you know, since then I've watched a lot more, like, Avatar The Last Airbender and Star Wars The Clone Wars. I watched those shows entirely as an adult, but I like them. And American Dad. Ooh. The Seeker of Chaos says, oh, haven't seen any of your videos recently. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Recently, my videos have been sporadic and stuff because I don't have a game that I'm super into at the time. I've mostly just been doing some streaming and covering new games as they come out for as long as they interest me and then moving on, you know, like I always do. But back when those games were, you know, Kingdom Come Deliverance and Red Dead Redemption 2, I would be interested in them for much longer periods of time. Most recently, the new game that I played was Saints Row, which I didn't stay interested in for very long. I'm gonna toss some grenades. I don't know where everyone is, but stuff's exploding all around me. And they've got a spawn point over there. Look at that, I got some grenade kills. Yee yee! Let's retake Forest Slopes. I imagine they're just going to keep shelling us here, but we do have to recap it because this is the last point. Dave Zill says, I'm back, and Redneck says, The Last Airbender? Frickin' weeb. I know, and I'm not normally a, oh, that was the wrong button. I'm not normally any sort of an anime type of guy, but The Last Airbender was actually really good. You know, it was, like I said, I don't like anime. Normally, I make it about 4 seconds. Everyone's like, you gotta watch One Punch Man or something like that. And I'm always like, oh, okay. And I'll watch like a scene of it and I'm like, nope, not into it. But no, Last Airbender I actually did like. Watched it with my kids. What was everyone's first more adult movie or show that you have seen, and what age? Well, again, like I said, for me, in kindergarten, I watched Star Trek Voyager at night with my dad, and that show is an adult show. Captain Janeway in there, she regularly commits war crimes and genocide and all sorts of stuff. So, not a children's show. You should read Berserk. I don't know, maybe I will, maybe I won't. You called me a weeb. Now I'm offended. My wife was big into MASH. I know that. From a young age. I watched it a lot when I was young, but I was never as into it as she. I did read a lot of books when I was younger. Like The Lord of the Rings and Chronicles of Narnia and stuff like that. A lot of fiction in that regard. Karina Smirnoff says, Miash. Seeker of Chaos says, your KCD outfit / build videos were for sure amazing. Hope you find something new you like soon. Well, I mean, I'm planning on playing Hogwarts Legacy when it comes out. It looks like it's actually going to be a lot of fun, which is will be interesting for me because I've never been a giant Harry Potter fan. I read the books and have seen the movies, but, you know, I don't like it as much as I like a lot of things. So hopefully I like that. And then I'll probably play Starfield. The only reason I say probably is because, like, space games aren't really my big thing, and on top of that, the gameplay they have shown for it so far has shown some really bad shooting mechanics. Damn, wish I could have gotten some more of those kills there. But thank you. I'm glad you like my Kingdom Come Deliverance videos. I spent a long time on that game because it was so much fun. If I know that I've seen a little bit here and there for the new Fable game that they're working on, and like Fable was a series that I always had a mediocre interest in. I played it a little bit, but not ever a lot. It was too cartoony, so I never liked it. I don't like the super cartoony games. Same reason why I've never played Kingdom Hearts. You know, it was just not my thing. And so if the new Fable game isn't as cartoony, I'll be interested in that. Obsidian is working on that game called, what was it called? Dang, I can't remember what it was called. Forspoken or Forsaken? Something like that. And it looks kind of like an Elder Scrolls clone. That could be interesting. Especially if they put a little more effort into it than they did into Outer Worlds, because I was not nuts about Outer Worlds. Dave Zill says Beavis and Butthead. I never liked Beavis and Butthead. I couldn't stand that show. They were too annoying. I don't watch Family Guy anymore because now I think it's kind of annoying, but I watched it a lot when I was a kid. I love American Dad. Futurama's a great show. The Simpsons is pretty good. I don't like South Park. King of the Hill is pretty funny. You know. I like a lot of adult cartoon shows. Seeker says, all of your KCD videos were amazing. Matter of fact, really liked them. Oops. Also, I'm probably also going to try out Starfield. Gotta find the Elder Scrolls 6 Easter eggs. That's the thing. I love Elder Scrolls. So I'm going to play Starfield to hopefully have an experience of Skyrim in space. But the problem is Bethesda's shooting mechanics are not very good. They weren't great in Fallout, and they don't look good in Starfield. We'll have to see what it's like when we actually play the game. Maybe that's why they delayed it, because the shooting was so bad. But it's hard to make Skyrim in space when Skyrim worked because the combat was fun. It was simplistic, but it was fun. Should have threw grenades over there. It's a whole cluster of them. But, you know, that's easier to do with melee weapons and bows for the system that they use. Because as much as I've gotten used to playing Skyrim and Fallout on mouse and keyboard, I don't like it. I much prefer using a gamepad. We're gonna get these grenades out real quick. Oh, we got 2 of them out. World War I Game Series says, thanks for playing, man. Are you possibly the... Oh wait, Dave Zilla first says, I grew up around jittery hillbilly meth heads like that. So you probably liked it. World War I Game Series says, thanks for playing, man. Are you possibly an official account for the game? In which case, awesome. Great game, I quite enjoy it. We've been having a lot of fun streaming it here, and I've been having a ton of fun playing it in my spare time. Absolute scatterbrains. See, Wisconsin is a fun mashup of hood and country. Everyone here is a little bit yee-yee and a little bit hood. So, you never know exactly what reaction you're going to get from the average person in Wisconsin. Oops. Died there. But we definitely have a lot of meth towns. Official developer pops in here and we're talking about meth heads and favorite TV shows. Real impressive, guys. Who has quite a few subs? 22K? Then it probably is the channel for the game series. That's fun. See, look at that. We had another one, just like we were talking about earlier when we had famous people in the chat. This one, I don't know if we'd say famous, but it's the developers for the game we're playing. Warhorse Studios used to do that when I'd do Kingdom Come Deliverance stuff. They'd comment on my videos and share them on Twitter, and every once in a while pop into stuff. I never live streamed KCD back in the day. They might have popped on when I did the anniversary stream, though. Hard to say. It's always cool when you see that, because it shows that they're actually paying attention to what goes on in the community. Oh boy, spawned me down to the bottom of the hill. That was a pretty cool kill streak I had back there. Hey, look at that! My KD is 72 and 60. I'm actually doing pretty good. I mean, that's not ideal, but it's a positive KD and it's a lot of kills. So. No, like I said, Seeker Chaos, I think Starfield has potential. I think a lot of the game is going to be perfect. It's going to scratch that Bethesda itch that I've had since Fallout 4. Because I played Fallout 4 for probably a year or two after it released, but I, haven't really played it that much since. And so it's been a while since I've really gotten into a Bethesda game. And so I think Starfield will scratch the Bethesda itch. I'm just worried that the shooting mechanics are going to be super bad. Because, like I said, they looked really rough and boring and shaky and unresponsive and slow and not rewarding in that last state of play or whatever they showed for it. Oh, how did I miss that shot? Dang. So yeah, like I said, I'm not looking forward to Starfield. I'm just worried about the shooting. But I am really, really excited for Hogwarts Legacy. I can't wait for that game. A good KCD stream would be very lovely. I could play. I think I just uninstalled it again though because I hadn't streamed it for so long. I was like, because I have to keep my computer decently clear considering I'm constantly trying new games, And so I'd have to reinstall it because I'm pretty sure I just uninstalled it. Oh no! There were like 3 or 4 of them stuck in the corner there. I could have snapped a bunch of them. Dang. World War I Game Series. The graphics and scenery look good. Keep it up. Yeah, no, the game's a lot of fun. And like I said, I liked Verdun and I liked Tannenberg, and I think Isonzo's the best one they've done so far. Let's get some nades up this hill. Make him regret coming down the hill. Probably won't get any kills with them. Hey, cool. I got a award. An achievement called Millennial. Was it for... Oh, it was for retreating. That must be a joke. That's funny. I'm gonna pop out and see what the specific achievement was for. Millennial. Oh, never mind. It's just reaching 2,000 kills. And that one I got earlier, the Seeing Red, said, get 5 kills while bleeding severely before you bleed out. Nice. Glory to Adam. You fanatic. Oh, boy. Seeker of Chaos says, I gotta go now. Do some stuff now. Have fun, man. Thanks for stopping in. It was awesome to talk to you. Hopefully we'll see you again next time. I got a couple kills there. I was thinking maybe the Millennial achievement was a joke for like scoring a certain amount of points while retreating, because it's like giving up. The joke being that Millennials give up a lot. I don't know. We will all someday bask in his glow. You see, I'm not an Adam fanatic. I can't get on board with you. In fact, in the Far Harbor DLC, I found them so annoying that I just started massacring Children of Adam wherever I went. You know, if I saw them anywhere, no matter what they were doing or how innocuous they might be, I took them out. The only cool thing about the Children of Adam in the Far Harbor DLC was definitely the fact that they had the only the only solid reference, I should say, to the Enclave in Fallout 4. I was super disappointed that the Enclave never showed up in Fallout 4. That's why I did those build videos where I built the Enclave-themed settlements down in the I think it's the southeast corner of the map in Fallout 4. I did their airstrip and their base at not Abernathy Farm. Whichever farm is way down south in Fallout 4. I turned that one into a military-style base that was very Enclave-themed, and then the island off the coast there I turned into their airstrip. Whew! How dare you commit such an affront to Adam? Like I said, the Children of Adam, they're zealots. They don't get me. They don't speak to me, you know? And worshipping an atomic bomb just seems strange to me. Or radiation poisoning. I'm not sure exactly what they worship. I just know that it's not something that I would worship. I think they're decently interesting as an original creation, you know? Like, it's a cool premise that you've got this group of radiation-sick people who worship it, and they love to die of radiation poisoning because they think it pleases Adam. Like, atoms that are split and blow up and destroy everything and cause a bunch of radiation. Like I said, it's a cool premise for a post-apocalyptic wasteland type thing. I think I just killed like 4 or 5 people there. Wonder if that guy's actually gonna manage to bust that thing down. Ah! There's a couple of them there. Woohoo! I got all 3 of them there! We're doing good. This is not going poorly. I'm gonna have a nice high-scoring round. What do I have, 88 and 70 right now? Nice. Ooh, they got a spawn point down behind us. That ain't good. I'm gonna try to get up to the top and rebuild our spawn point. Oh, beans, there were people behind him I didn't see. Oh, yeah. I figured you were just joking around, Dave Zell. I figured you were just memeing on them. Because, yeah, they're nutty. They're crazy. I would be more inclined to stick with the Brotherhood of Steel's ideology than the Children of Adam. I did like in the Nuka World DLC. I know a lot of people didn't like Nuka World. I liked it, but it's just because it added a bunch of Wild West themed stuff, and so it was perfect, you know? Exactly the type of stuff I wanted. added into the game. I like the Raider factions. I think they're all silly and again, pretty fun and creative and believable for the world. Ah, beans. I got killed. Nobody else is going to talk to me and Davezilla. They're so rude, aren't they, Davezilla? That's probably the reason why you're a landed knight and I'm a lord, and they are... I don't know. I don't know what they are. But if they dare not speak in our presence, they must not be very high stationed indeed. Hey, look at that! Someone got the spawn up behind us. See if I can't come down from the top and cap a bunch of these guys in the back of the head. Oop. I think they might have detected us already. Ah, no! Fools. Oh, are you like that court fool? Come on, let me spawn in. Come on, spawn. Ah, beans. They took it down. See if we can't spawn in here, though. I'm gonna try to get rid of the slower down one. Of course, I'm gonna die now. Oh, I didn't die. Oh, no! Dave Zill says, well, they clearly must be peasants. Well, Redneck Zeus called himself the court fool. I guess court fool would still be better than being a peasant. At least you live in a pretty nice place. You could be like, what's his name? Mushroom? From, Game of Thrones? Well, not from Game of Thrones, but from the world building book. 300 years of Targaryen whatever. Incest. Nonsense. Baloney. Hopefully somebody disarms that bomb down there. Is our whole team up here? I'm not gonna run down to disarm it. That's hilarious. I hope it blows up. That'll teach us that'll teach us to be playing around on the mountain when we should be down defending the destructible environment. Let me up. Let's get some grenades out quickly before I die. Ah, beans! I hope Mushroom makes an appearance in House of the Dragon. Right? He's like the best character. Fire and blood! And sister banging. Just like Mississippi. Except for the fire and blood part. So, Redneck Zeus, are you also a reader of the books? I'm defusing. Let's see if I'm able to do it before they kill me. Ah! That's not what I wanted to do. Took off my gas mask on accident. Yeah, that checks out. Oh, you're not? Oh, you just watched a lot of YouTube videos. I like the books. I think they're entertaining. And the audiobooks too. So if you're not much of a reader, then you could listen to audiobooks. I love listening to audiobooks while I'm like mowing the lawn or stuff like that. He's in the band in one episode so far. No spoken lines. He's just an Easter egg that'll probably keep popping up. I mean, hopefully he's got a more prominent part because in Fire and Blood, he does a bunch of the storytelling. And his is always more wild and ridiculous. So, interesting. I should have been looking to the right! Only thing about defending this point is once you get pushed off of it, you spawn over here. And it's really hard to get back there and prevent them from blowing it up because crossing this river here, you're pretty exposed. I know, because whenever I'm on the attacking force on this game, I love to play as a sniper, especially a scoped sniper, and sit up on that hill. I don't know where I got shot from there. Hey look, we can spawn behind him this time. Yeah. I got snipped. They only have 74 people left. They were being real cocky for, they were like, maybe you'd win, blah, 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 if you focused on defending more instead of sabotaging. They say that, but they've only got 70 people left, and we're still defending. Ah, they got me. We have an actual POV. No, we don't necessarily need his, but he may end up being a spy, honestly. Like I said, he was so prominent in the book that it feels like he should be a prominent part in the show. That's all I'm saying. Especially considering he was supposed to be pretty much insane. So, it's always fun to have an insane little dwarf character in your Game of Thrones show. Guys, look around. Don't you love that? People just run. They just sprint and then they get shot. And you're like,
down, we're having a Galactica marathon.
Get out of here, no, I'm streaming.
I know, but I had to say that.
How rude. Some people, I tell you. No decorum at all. Well, we lost it. Good job, guys. Great defense. You know what they say, a good offense is a terrible defense. Well, now we're on the last point. We're down to the line now. So there's a good chance we're going to lose. But on the bright side, I've got 92 kills. I might break 100 kills. Do I have the highest kill count? No, there's a couple people on my team with over 100. Bastards. They're probably cheating, though. Yeah, did you see his face or just hear his voice? Makes sense, he's stopping by, they got a package in the mail for him yesterday. See a lot of people running across the river down there. It's too bad I don't have a rifle. Ah, beans. Well, I'm gonna have to go pick up my kids from school soon. This will probably be our last round here. Having a good time. That's the funny thing about this game. Like, with certain games, once I get to a certain point, I'm like, oh, alright, I want to get doing other stuff. But this one, I could play it for hours and hours and hours, and I'd enjoy it. I'm stuck. There we go. Good. At least they're up here now. Oh, I can't build the grenade cases because I switched it over to the machine gunner perk. I'll have to switch that back considering I'm not using the machine gun anymore. Ah, that guy is though. Oh, crap! I have to remember to change it while I'm in that screen. There we go. There, I got a kill. Come on, open up. There, now I'm gonna switch it. Alright. Grenadier. Ah! Where'd I get shot? Oh, there's a guy down there. Okay, I see him now. You guys got any plans for the day? I know it's a weekday, so people don't usually have plans, but like I said, I'm gonna go, once I get done with this stream here, I'm gonna go pick up my kids from school. What do y'all got to do? Dave Zilla, your kids in school yet? Zeus, did you rebuild your shed yet? / garage? Trying to catch up on everything. Haven't asked you guys enough personal prying questions yet. That grenade didn't go very far. Crappers. Well, I got some dude dad with the Carcano. It would be really cool if that was the dude dad from the YouTube channel. That guy must already be dead. Ah! Dave Zill says, not too young, just grown right now. That's fair. My youngest is not in school yet, but my two oldest ones are in school. It's definitely different. It feels weird not having them at home all the time. Beans. Dave Zilla, you're the only one that ever participates. I asked Zeus if he had rebuilt his garage yet, and he did not answer. Wonder if Bullet's lurking. He hasn't said anything for a while, but he likes to lurk. I got 2 kills there. Just in case... Oh, Dave Zell says, I'm probably about to prep my veggies for meatloaf since I'm very hungry. I had meatloaf a couple nights ago. It was absolutely delicious. I have perfected my meatloaf recipe. It was a lot of trial and error. I went through like a billion different combinations before I finally landed on the one that we use now. And it is so good. It's one of my all-time favorite meals. And this last time I even made sure I didn't half-ass it. And I made homemade mashed potatoes with it. And gravy, and so like, it was the perfect meal. I thought that guy was a good guy because there was the blue dot behind him, kind of hovering above his head. Say, just in case Bullet's lurking, let's ask. Bullet, you in high school still? What's my method? Well, I can't give you the whole recipe word for word. It would be, Karina Smirnoff says meatloaf is usually too dry. See, that's the thing. Mine's not dry. It's so good. Redneck Zeus says, sorry, I stepped away. No, I haven't rebuilt the garage. Insurance company screwed us over. Yeah, because that's what insurance companies do. I'm always trying to explain to people insurance is a frickin' scam. I have never once seen it actually work the way it's supposed to. My cousin's house burnt down last winter, and they absolutely screwed him out on it. I think in the end they only ended up paying out a fraction of what they were supposed to. But they jerked him around for a long time. It was basically... Oh, you graduated early. See? I knew Bullet would still be there. But anyway, yeah, they jerked him around for a long time trying to claim that it could be rebuilt, even though it was like a crumbling, charred husk of a house. And, oh, there's a person. Bing! And then, like I said, in the end, I don't think they even ended up paying all of it. So, hee hee hee. Yeah, no, insurance companies are just a bunch of frickin' criminals. Anyway. Yeah, as far as my... Like I said, I can't give you the full recipe for my meatloaf, because that would just be a little bit cumbersome. But basically, it's a 2-to-1 beef to pork mix. The binding agent I use is stovetop stuffing, and I do that with milk. So basically, just take the stovetop stuffing, put it in the microwave with some milk to get that to warm up and soften. Then you mix that in instead of like using rice or crackers or something like that. Yeah, see, I tried crackers, and out of all the crackers I tried, club crackers were my favorite. Ritz crackers worked, but in my opinion, crackers just end up always making it a little bit too dry and crumbly, which I don't love. I tried rice, and that was okay. Breadcrumbs, like generic breadcrumbs that you buy, were probably the worst option because it was just dry and bland. But yeah, if you use the stovetop stuffing, it tastes good because it's flavored, and if you, like I said, when you heat that up, you can do that with milk, and it makes it kind of creamy, which adds to the moistness of your meatloaf considerably. And then if we're feeling fancy, we'll mix in some sharp cheddar and some fried bacon crumbles. Like, mix that right into the mix before we bake it, but if we make it plain, then we don't do the cheese and bacon, but... No, it's a ridiculously tasty mix. I see you said you do Italian sausage. That's just seasoned pork, so that would work. So yours is probably close to what mine ends up being like. Because, yeah, you gotta have the Italian sausage or pork sausage or whatever you're gonna go with in there. It makes it way more flavorful. I see Karina Smirnoff says she freaking loves stovetop stuffing. Me too, it's delicious. This is the one part on this map that I'm actually having a serious advantage with a handgun. So Dave Zillow, you use some milk and butter too. See? So our meatloafs are probably pretty similar then. Because, yeah, that's what I do too. I use milk and butter, and like I said, instead of crackers or anything, I use a box of stovetop stuffing as the binder. But the pork and beef blend is essential. Well, yeah, so Bullet graduated early, so he's not in high school anymore. Then what you up to? You just got a full-time job, or are you going to college, or what you doing there, Bullet? And as for you, Zeus, that sucks. It sucks that the insurance company screwed you over. What do you glaze with? See, I don't glaze. Because like when I was a kid, that's how they used to either do barbecue sauce or ketchup, and I always hated meatloaf because of it. I never liked that. But what I'll do is I'll bake it up, and then it bakes open for the first hour or so. Stop talking about your meatloafs. No, we're gonna keep talking about our meatloafs. For the first hour or so, I bake it open, I bake it covered with tinfoil, and then I bake it open just to crisp it up at the end. So it doesn't get dry because of the fact, like, the way that I make it. And then, yeah, I just serve it with potatoes and gravy. So if you want some on your meatloaf, then you put gravy on it. No, you're just lazy? You don't have a job or anything? I would be so bored. You gotta have something to do. Start a YouTube channel. Zeus says he's not a fan of pork. Really? I mean, I could see that. The only thing with pork is it adds flavor and moisture. So that's why, like, when you have stuff made out of venison, beef sticks, or bacon or stuff like that, they add pork fat to it because it helps give you a bunch of flavor and moistness to it. Because on its own, lean meats, like a lot of different types of beef and venison and chicken and things like that, they just don't have enough flavor and they always end up getting dry. So I like adding pork into the mix to fix those problems. I do it with meatballs, meatloaf, hamburgers, all of it. So do you have plans there, Bullet? Like I said, I think you should start a YouTube channel. Nice low voice of yours, you'll drive all the women nuts. Ooh, okay, Zeus, that's fair. Lamb works too. That's why traditional meatloaf has lamb in it instead of pork. I don't generally have a lot of lamb around, just because, you know, not that common of a meat in Wisconsin, and if it were, it would probably be decently expensive. But yes, lamb also works for that, and lamb is delicious. So, okay, Zeus, I forgive you for your force against pork. Dave Zill says, that's basically what I do. I never like the ketchup on top. I'll do a super light brushing of barbecue. As I pull it out, it's not anywhere near enough to be a glaze. Yeah, like, I could understand that if you're just going for the little bit of that extra barbecue flavor on there. Another way to do it would be, I've seen people who actually smoke their meatloaf. So they'll toss the whole thing in the smoker. And so if you're doing that, you could just do a mesquite smoke to it to get a similar flavor. But yeah, I could never, I always hated it when people, they'd be like, I'm making meatloaf, and I'm picturing the meatloaf that I make, and then you see it and it's just like globbed with ketchup. I'm like, I can't eat that. That'll literally make me vomit. That's disgusting, you know? Lexi said, thank you, Nico, for saying it. I'm not that embarrassed now, LOL. Was saying what? I already forgot. Oh, there's a lot of us in here. Someone should toss some grenades in here and take us out. Yay! We won. Woohoo, we're the best. Bullet starting YouTube channel. Oh, because his low voice drives all the women nuts? Why, Lexi1397? Does it drive you nuts? Anyway. Sir Dave Zill said, I could smoke one. I should try that. Maybe I'll go get me a few splits ready. That's what I'm saying. I've heard people do that, and it sounds like it would be good. It's, like I said, just to get that mesquite flavor kind of in there. I imagine you'd probably... I don't know, you'd probably look it up, how to smoke meatloaf, but what I imagine you do is you probably cook it most of the way through, and then just toss her in the smoker for your finishing, because it would take forever to smoke it through to cook it, I have to imagine. Ooh, I had the highest objective score, highest assault score, most kills of the same class, longest distance traveled, most grenade kills, most kills of the squad. Nice. Oops. Alright, we got that up to 17, and we're up to level 61. Not bad for a stream. Alrighty, so that is gonna do it for today. We made it about 2.5 hours, not bad. I had a great time streaming today. You guys were awesome, nice and active in the chat. That's great, makes it a lot easier to participate in a conversation when people are talking to me. You'd smoke it around 300, that makes sense. You know, a little bit lower than what I, well, no, I don't bake it at much higher than that, so it would still be enough heat. See, my newest grill, I thought when we got it, it had a smoker on it, but then when I put it together, I was like, this does not have a smoker on it. So, yeah. But yeah, Bullet, I'm saying, if you don't got a job and you're staying around the house, you could start streaming or start a YouTube channel. We could collab. It's the best. It's so much fun to do. I love it. And I recommend it. And I sound like Kermit, so people follow me and I sound like Kermit. You sound like Billy D. Williams. People would love that. But anyway, we're going to stop streaming for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I had a lot of fun. It's great swapping recipes with you, Dave Zilla. Like Lexi's saying. Don't forget to like the stream. But yeah, see ya. Well, I'll be streaming tomorrow, so if you guys want to see that, tune in tomorrow.